To the July 9th, 2020 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. A roll call, please. Here. Here.
Here.
Are there any conflict of interest statements, gentlemen?
No, sir.
No. No. Approval of minutes of the meeting of July 2nd, 2020.
I motion that we defer the approval of the minutes of July 2nd, 2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item A, bid recommendation of the 2019 Hammond Community Crossing Project HMA milling and resurfacing, Holman Avenue from 165th Street to the Little Calumet River Bridge North Approach, be awarded to Reith Riley in the amount of $742,276.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Bud.
Thank you. Engineer, obviously we opened bids last week for this project. The engineer did a bid review on it, found no bid irregularities. The low bidder was Reith Riley in the amounts previously stated. This is being funded in part 50% by the Indiana Department of Transportation on a community crossings grant. So we need to, I make a recommendation to the board that we approve this action, if you would, please.
Okay. Any questions?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to make a motion that we approve the bid recommendation.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item B, notice of violation / order to repair and or remove for the property located at 1606 Atchison Avenue.
Morning, Board.
Morning.
Morning.
Upon inspection of the property at 1606 Atchison Avenue, we had come to find that there were two non-conforming basement bedrooms, ceiling height measured at 6'8", and there were no forms of egress windows. Therefore, we're asking the Board to order the firm removal of the basement bedrooms.
Is the property owner here? No?
Can I ask how you became aware of it?
We received calls from tenants staying in the property and about other issues in the property, and then when we did the inspection, we had come to find that there were people living in the basement.
Was the inspection done in conjunction with the owner of the property?
Yes, there was an owner there.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make a motion that we approve the remove of for the property located at 1606 Atchison.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Board.
Thank you. Item C, correspondence received from attorney Michael Campbell requesting a hearing to challenge the determination that Prince is a dangerous animal.
Mr. President, good morning.
Morning.
This is a request that came through the Law Department. Ms. Hill, our Assistant City Attorney, will be handling the hearing. I'd request that the board's familiar with these types of hearings, I believe, based on city ordinance. I'd request that this matter be sent to the Board of Public Works staff so that they can coordinate a date for a hearing with the board between Mr. Campbell, his client, and Ms. Hill and the victim.
Okay.
I need to make that, we're just making that recommendation?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we forward this information to the Board of Public Safety staff so that we can review and set a court date.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item D, correspondence received from Laughing Right Productions, Inc., requesting permission to hold a series of outside events. They're located at 5217 Holman Avenue. They'd like to, city permits to host several outside events beginning July 24th, 25th, going all the way through August 24th and 29th.
Mr. President, if we could, I don't see anybody here from Laughing Right. If we could defer that a week, I'd like to request that the Board of Public Works and Safety staff forward that to the Chief of Staff for discussion and recommendation.
Okay.
And probably over to the Parks Department as well. No, you know what, we don't need it at the Parks Department, just Chief of Staff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we defer this request to July 16th, 2020, and that the information be forwarded to the Chief of Staff for his review and recommendation.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item E, correspondence received from First Baptist Church of Hammond requesting the following street closures: Sibley Boulevard from Holman Avenue to Soul Street, and Fayette from Holman Avenue to Oakley for their fireworks display on Wednesday, July 15th, 2020, from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Good morning.
Morning, Donnie.
Oh, good morning.
I'm also aware of this for EMA. We're going to have a couple of our guys out there just during the fireworks itself to help with traffic control.
I would say that I know Mad Bomber is the one that's putting it on. They do have a permit from the State Fire Marshal's office as well.
Okay.
To allow the fireworks show to happen.
Okay.
Is it true that it's going off the roof of the parking garage? Is
That's
that
what
right?
we were informed also, Mr. President, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
442 Sibley Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been approved by the Chief Fire Inspector as well, so.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to approve First Baptist Church request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item F, correspondence received from Karen Maravilla requesting street closures, use of equipment, and permission to post signs for the Downtown Hammond Council event on Sunday, July 26, 2020. Are we seeking more information, or we are, right?
I think we wanted, we were good, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
It's going to have to go to Public Works because they're requesting a bunch of stuff.
forward it to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, I'm going to motion that we approve Ms. Maravilla's request and that we forward the information to Public Works for whatever equipment they might need.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item G, Amusement Device Week of 7/6/2020, submitted for approval. Oh, my,
Whole bunch of them, huh?
yeah.
Okay. I motion that we approve the amusement device for the week of 7/6/2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Right-of-way permit submitted for approval, item H.
Good. Jonathan gave us a thumbs up.
Okay, good.
You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we approve the right-of-way permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Item H. What's that?
Third Thursday in August,
Oh,
which is the 20th.
Item I, correspondence received requesting rental registration hearings. All of them?
Yeah, right?
All of them?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we set these hearings for August 20th, 2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item J, garage sale permit submitted for approval.
48 hours. Man, you don't see this many.
Are they on like Knickerbocker and Alcott Avenue? No,
Oh,
they got a
is
big,
that one
they
day?
got a big
They're all
garage
like
sale.
70th, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Knickerbocker.
I should have split them up a little bit, given some to this bromide over here. My apologies.
It's okay. I'm going to make a motion to approve the garage sale permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Were you able to get that? Thank you. Gotta get credit. Item K, correspondence received from Kyle Wayner, head of school at Highland Christian School, requesting a block party on Forest Avenue, the map's attached, on August 11th, 2020, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is, would span 4 homes on Kenwood Avenue and Forest, I'm guessing over by Kenwood Elementary School. Let's see. It's for August 20th, so, or August 11th, I'm sorry.
That's just that little piece by Homan, right? Right off Homan over there? Yeah, yeah.
Close to the state line.
State line.
It's just four house block off of Kenwood and
Okay.
Forest.
Are they requesting any equipment, do you know, or no?
He doesn't say that he needs anything, just, they've done it, he's done it before in other areas.
That's an annual event.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, then I'll make a motion to approve Mr. Wayner's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Matters from board members, I have 2. One is a right-of-way permit from Artem Industrial Property. Is this the one that's going to be subject to, okay, Mr. Button?
Sure, if you can let me address that. We received plans from their engineer, Garcia Consulting, on Monday. I replied to Mr. Heinzman yesterday regarding a modification that must be included in the work, and that is to realign the curb line because it's too close to the NIPSCO pole and to set a bollard. They are urgently wishing to complete this work on the 13th of July, I think it was, next Tuesday. So we wanted to get this in front of the board, but ask that you approve it contingent on modifications of the plan to, as requested by the engineering department.
So who's going to determine the amount of bollards? Is it
I've
you?
already done that. I've replied to the engineer. I don't have a response from him yet.
Okay.
We'd like to ask you to approve it based upon my comments and that they incorporate my comments into their design.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to motion that we approve the right-of-way permit contingent to the modification of the plan as determined by the city engineer.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. And one more from the Hammond Police Department. It is Departmental General Order 2003, subject to emergency vehicle operation and pursuits policy that has been amended. So Police Chief is seeking the board's approval.
I'll motion that we approve Chief Doty's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any other matters from board members?
No, sir.
No? Matters from other department heads and/or their representatives? No one? Okay. New business, there is none. Let's go into old business. Correspondence received from Trina Lee Schultz requesting to have Rhodey Street closed for July 18, 2020 from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. to host a birthday party.
That was the one that we talked about, right?
Yeah, I didn't do a drive-by either, but I looked. There's the map in here? Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
That's what we need, if we
It's right here in front of me.
can figure it out then.
That's such a broke mind I have, right?
Yeah.
Right in front of me.
He's got a couple signatures. See It's only from the alley to her house, Kev, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna motion that we approve, Ms. Schultz's, request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item B, correspondence received from East, 50-minute parking signs at 1534 Indianapolis Boulevard. Oh, this is just correspondence from last week, right, Lynn? Same stuff? Okay. I'll begin a discussion. I did my due diligence. I drove through business district in Hessville, North Hammond, Central Hammond, Robertsdale, Holman Avenue, and I saw one 15-minute parking sign citywide, which is located on a telephone pole, not too far from the gentleman's business, in front of a vacant pizzeria, Palermo's. It's the only 15-minute sign I saw anywhere in the city. I'm not saying there aren't more. That's the only one that I saw driving through all these business districts. Talked with Brian Poland, the city planner. He says that he does not deal with situations like this because it is parking that is on the street. This gentleman has no off-site parking, I understand. Is that correct? So he didn't get in to the discussion about the parking situation at all either. We know what Mr. Button thinks. I don't see, I mean, I'll listen to my board members if they have anything else they'd like to add. I don't see, driving by the business, seeing the 6 parking spots there on the street. The gentleman, in my view, would have or should have done his due diligence prior to maybe buying the building to know what the situation was going to be prior to. I don't know if that was done or not. My view is it's going to set a precedent moving forward as a board or as a city, because this would be the first in many requests I think we would have to allow the same thing. Mr. Moore, if there's anything you'd like to add to the discussion, the property owner's here as well. I'll even hear Mr. Button, again, what his recommendation is at this point.
All right, thank you for your time and looking into the situation, and definitely respect your opinion on this. If it's possible, you know, if you could look at some other options that we can do out there, possibly a parking for a loading and unloading parking sign there, or maybe an extended 30-minute parking, or just other options before we close it, if they would be open for consideration. Just wanted to bring that up there if it's possible. So, I don't know if there's...
Button, anything you'd like to add?
The property owner did contact me after the meeting last week and did make a suggestion about the possibility of a loading, unloading zone in front of the building. I think we can certainly take a look at that. Mr. Moore has not addressed that to me up to this point, and so at this stage,
How many parking spots would that entail? Just one?
yeah, that would be my thought. That's my thinking, but without a discussion on the matter, that's as far as we got.
Okay, I mean, is that something that you two might be able to discuss before
discuss
next
that.
week? Maybe we
Absolutely.
could have a final resolution next week?
Not a problem.
Possible? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my only thought, if you could, who's going to enforce that, I guess, or if somebody's there longer than 15 minutes, is he gonna call the police? And
That's
what is
his only- yeah.
What is his expectations if he calls the police, I guess is my question.
I would defer to the engineer.
Yeah, I don't know what I mean, if we're going to issue a ticket, we can't tow the car. All we can do is issue a ticket every 15 minutes that a car might be there. Do we want to start doing that? That's the question also.
It's my understanding the way that would go about, if, in order to make it an enforceable sign, it'd have to go through city council and become an ordinance. So that'd be a whole nother animal. Right now, it'd almost be like a deterrent to make, you know, the honest thieves honest is what we're looking for on that one. I'm not sure if the client wants to take it further than that and go that route and make it enforceable. And then at that point in time, that's how we would have to do it, I would imagine, is give the police department a call. You guys would go out there, determine that it is in fact enforceable, and then you would be able to issue tickets.
Well, that's my question. So if we were to get to that point, is the game plan then to take it, to try to get an ordinance out of it, or just to use it as a deterrent?
For right now, because you're wanting to do it sooner than later, I would think that we want to go with just the deterrent method of it. But if you want to make it enforceable, we'd have to go through city council and take that road, which is a whole nother challenge on that, and then have to go through city council and all that, and that would have to be considered by the whole city council. So we wouldn't be doing that right now, so that would be a future discussion. But for right now, we would not request it to be enforceable.
So obviously, the councilman in that district would need to be
Sure.
involved in this discussion, because the petitioner would have to get his consideration on that.
So if the outcome is a 15-minute loading and unloading zone, could we possibly do it on a temporary basis to see what kind of situations are going to be created possibly for the police department? in
Temporary is
doing
always
this?
good.
What if we did for a 90-day thing to see, it may be so much of a headache, it's just not going to,
Temporary is
Not gonna
always,
be
is always
able
better
to
than
go through with
permanent in this case,
all right.
or these cases.
Okay, so we'll defer this one more week.
Okay.
Hope you guys can have a little bit of discussion amongst yourselves as the engineers here, and we'll have an answer for you.
Go that
Fair
route?
enough?
Yes, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, then my motion is going to be to defer this matter to next week, July 16th, 2020, for a final answer.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Recommendation from the engineering department for the approval of the no turn on red when children are present at 6909 Columbia Avenue.
Hi.
Mr. Buck.
Again, I asked Mr. Gordish to take a look at this specifically, and he is in agreement with the petitioner's request. And so we've done this at a number of locations, particularly around schools. Sure. This is right near a fast food location, and it does really make sense. So we're in support of the petition.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to approve the no turn on red when children are present sign at 6909 Columbia Avenue.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 10, meeting open to the public. Anybody here like to speak to the board?
Good morning. My name is Tony Scott, and on Hammond, coming off William Street from Hammond Avenue, going westbound. It's a two-way up into the alley, but the people keep coming down William Street past the school, by the school district, and they're not coming down there doing 20 miles an hour. They're coming down there doing 30.
Well, you're saying that they're heading down a
Going-
one-way street the wrong way.
going westbound.
Okay,
So it's a two-way. There's a business on. We used to be a motorcycle business on one side.
right.
Then the lady got the antique business on the other side. And they would keep straight down the street. And it happening every day, 5, 6, 7 times out of the day. And kids out riding their bikes, or they running around, and they might don't look the other way, and they can run into the kids. We need a do not enter sign over on the side where the school district at. So, you know, I've seen that they used to have these little red and white barricades up so people can see the sign, but they can't see the sign. It's, the do not enter sign is on the other side, and they don't pay no attention to that side because it's so small. They just keep straight on down.
So you're saying the do not enter signs are already there?
It's, yep, mm-hmm. It's one on the left, on the, going westbound is on the left side.
South side.
Yeah, on the south side, yeah, on the south side of, yeah, right. And then, because they're supposed to turn into the alleys, you know, but they're not. They're keeping straight down the street. And I try to wave them down. Sometimes I'd be out there in the yard and I try to wave them down and stop them and let them know. And they'll keep on going.
Yeah, they're not gonna stop.
No.
I don't know why we let them go to the alleys anyway. It doesn't make any sense, really.
I think probably for delivery trucks and stuff, just make
Probably.
deliveries and stuff going to the alley, going this way.
Well, the delivery trucks, what they usually do, they come up Williams.
Oh,
They'll
I see
come-
what you're saying.
And they'll come around to Holman Avenue and
They're
go
coming off
around.
state line?
Right,
Eastbound?
right. Yeah, they come up state.
You have any thoughts, Dean?
Yeah, we talked about this before the meeting. Initially, it would be an enforcement matter, right, because they're violating the do not enter sign. I think that if you could refer this to engineering, we would look at suggesting additional signage in the location, but we really should probably look at whether or not that first half block west of Hammond needs to be two-way.
Right.
Because I'm trying to think of the location particularly. I'll have to go look at it. So my thought is, we can certainly suggest new signs on both sides of the street to make it more visible, not to enter that portion of the roadway west of the alley, but perhaps we should move that all the way to Hammond. So we'll take a look at that too, if the gentleman doesn't object to that.
Serendipity, they got an overhead door, I think, where they do a lot of unloading on that stretch, right? Serendipity, just Serendipity. Don't they have overhead door on Williams where they do a lot of in and out, in and out, in and out? But if we can work through that,
Yeah.
maybe that's
Yeah,
the way to
if
go.
there's a business need to have that half
Right.
block two-way, I understand. That's probably why it was done the way it is now.
Sure.
But I seem to recall access to the city, or the school cities area too. So I just need to clarify what that is, but I think the first step is enforcement, because they're violating the one-way.
Okay.
And the second is really just to refer to us, and we can try to improve certainly the signage and just take a look at the traffic situation in that area in total.
All right. All right. Anything more, Mr. Scott?
Yes, yeah, like you were saying, if they could make it just one way and put the signs up, so, because most of the people come up from Williams, they always go all the way over to the left side where the school district to make their left-hand turn.
Isn't the mobile station pretty close to the
Right,
area,
right,
across the
just right
street?
across the street, yeah, right.
Okay.
Right. They always come to the left side and make their left-hand turn. Anyway, so they violating it too.
Right.
And I told my wife, she tried to do, I said, no, you go over here in another lane now. So people, it's kind of confusing,
All right.
you know.
All right, we will follow up on it with you, sir. We're going to forward your concern to the engineering department, and hopefully we can get some good resolution to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, am I gonna make a motion or no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna motion that we forward Mr. Scott's request to engineering for their review. And in the meantime, Mr. Scott, I'll have the police department try to do a little bit more enforcement over there of that, just in the interim. So that's my motion.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Councilman, welcome.
Good morning, everyone. By the way, we got a ribbon cutting at Urban Park today at 1 o'clock. I just want to mention that the south alley between Columbia and Urban Parkway, right now it's open to two-way traffic. Just like to have the engineer look at it, see if signage can be put up to make it one way, one direction or the other. But when you're coming down Columbia, a lot of way, there's a house in between, there's a light, and it's costing. Yesterday I was there, and there's obviously attracting more people, and there's a lot of traffic. They're trying to avoid Hoffman Street, so they go up and down that alley. So, and it's going to get paved, so it's going to attract more traffic. So if the engineer look at it and see what he can recommend.
South alley of,
South Alley Urban Park between Columbia and Urban Parkway.
By the ball field?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. Then I will make a motion to forward the councilman's request to engineering for their review.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone else from the public like to speak? All right.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Thank you.